How do you feel about touch? I've been thinking about it, obviously, since it's my work. And I learn new things all the time. But recently I've been coming across folks who express concern or trepidation or fears around touch, around non-sexual touch. These are women. All have been women so far. But who feel concerned about it, or they just don't look at touch as an expression. And for me, as a person who's very tactile and sensual meaning I like to experience life through my senses, not sexual, which, as usual around touch, most of it gets bastardized around sexuality. I'm writing articles about that. You could read that later. But I really am curious about, if I said I want to touch you or I want you to touch me, like what your immediate reaction is. I think most people go to some kind of sexual thing. I think if you said I could use a hug, or I want a hug, or I want to hug you or something, people probably with more clarity in language might react differently to that, more positively to that. Would that be a different thing for you? But when I say I have a somatic touch-based practice, and my orientation is helping people get comfortable in their bodies first, sovereign and comfortable in their bodies, but also oriented towards what I call relational touch or connected touch, which happens between two people, which I think is where a lot of magic can happen, especially when it's bounded or it's safe, or you've made agreements to understand what it is, and it's not progressive towards sexuality. Protected, I guess, as well, is another way to describe that touch. Because all the hormonal highs that you get come from that relational connected touch. All of the nervous system calming you get comes from that relational touch. And it can be one way. It can be, people get some of that from massage, but even massage, because it really is only unidirectional, and the purpose of it is muscle relaxation. Even that has limitations in terms of the high that you get from a connected touch with another person, even if they're a practitioner, to help you, as the focus, get grounded in your body. Anyway, I'm curious about that. What does touch mean to you?